everyone. Welcome to the Metal Voice. Today on the show, Guns N' Roses reunion rumors.
Say farewell to the future. Get ready for the ride. We're going down to hell tonight, so strap yourself inside. There's a glaring contradiction in your world that's made of glass. Something small can shatter it and nail you to the past. The road beneath your wheels, the madness that you feel. Oh, you will pay with your life.
The question today is, will Guns N' Roses reunite? If they do, who will be on the band? And do you think this is a good idea? All right, we'll start off with Mr. Martin Popoff, our guest once again. Martin, what do you think?
Well, I think they will reunite. You know, these are the rumors. The rumors are getting stronger. I've even heard who will be in the band. That you will get Steven Adler doing his stuff, and you'll get Matt Sorum doing his stuff. So they're even going to have the two drummers, apparently. You know, I don't care if they reunite. I always thought when that record came out, I thought it was a slightly better than average hair metal album. They are absolutely a hair band, and I don't even think it's that great an album. It just snowballed and sheeple. The thing just keeps selling and selling. It had the ballads. It had everything going for it, I suppose, that would make it a big seller. I really don't think it's all that great. I even like the Illusion albums more. So they will reunite. Do I care? There's that reason where I don't really care. The other reason is there's been so much bad vibes, you know, because of all of Axl's antics over the years. I mean, I just feel like you're going to a band that, you know, none of them I don't think are in it for really the right reason. So there's just this sort of corrupt feel to the whole thing, even if they do reunite. You are going to see bad boys, and they're bad boys that, you know, pretty much I get the feeling that they don't even really want to be there. They're put together. You know that they don't like each other. They've all been fighting and all this stuff. You know that you know there's a certain level of holding the audience in contempt. It just doesn't sound like a fun time to me.
Alan?
That's a great point, Martin. I mean, I remember seeing what I dubbed the Take the Money and Run tour with the Sammy Hagar reunion with Van Halen. Never want to witness something like that again. So yeah, it would definitely have that feel. Yeah, everybody else is getting back together because of the big bucks, so I don't see why they wouldn't. Everybody's sober, so I think that was a major reason why Axl kind of took over back in the late 80s. I do disagree. I do think they're, for myself, they are a one-hit wonder. I mean, the album is Appetite for Destruction. I disagree. I think it's a great album, whereas I was a little less enthused about the Disillusion albums. So, great, man. You know, Steven Adler's been pushing for this for decades, so I think he should, just by respect and his sheer determination, should be part of it. But yeah, if Matt Sorum's part of it too, I think that's a great solution. Why not bring back Buckethead too while you're at it, get everybody out on stage?
Some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's right. You know, but yeah, it'll definitely have that feeling of kind of we're in it for the money and this is what the fans want, but the vibe on stage would be fairly interesting to witness. I'm not sure I'd go, which I'll quite honestly, I agree with Martin there.
You know what, my opinion is this. I think the band will reunite. Steven Adler, I think he's making a big mistake to join the band because, you know, he was a drug addict, and by going back to sort of like the same routine that made him become a drug addict, he's just going to end up in the same place he was and possibly, who knows, kill himself. But saying that, I know that he's, like you said, Alan, he's pushing for it. Matt Sorum, I could see a lot of conflict there. If Steven Adler and Matt Sorum are on the same stage, I could see Axl, you know, after 6 songs, you know, dropping the mic and quitting. I could see the same habits, because at the end of the day, it's the same people. 30 years ago or today, they're the same people, and they're going to run into the same conflicts. They're going to run into the same problems. They're one of the biggest bands, you know, 30 years ago, right? When they're doing the Use Your Illusion tours, or even less than that. But I think it's a great idea. I think the fans will really like it, but I could see it, you know, exploding, and not exploding in a good way, exploding in a bad way. Members quitting as time goes by, you know, becoming drug addicts once again, and it falling to pieces.
No, I mean, it's, you know, they're the same people, but they're not in the same headspace as they were. I mean,
I don't know about
Disillusion tour, Slash and Duff are in the back smoking crack on the airplanes. You know, I mean, they're sober. Yeah, I guess there's that risk. I see this as a one-off, nothing more than that. I don't think there'd be any recording, or it would be just a tour to supposedly give the fans what they want.
Giles, or should I say Inspector Lavery? Give us the evidence.
Hey Jimmy, it's good to be here on the Metal Voice, talking about will Guns N' Roses reform in 2016? Of course they will. Everyone knows it's happening. The industry knows it's happening. The fans know it's happening. You can't keep a secret like this. It's been obvious that this has been the inevitable for a very long time. And as of around, I think it was about July, August, word started coming through from official channels that this is indeed what was going to happen. Guns N' Roses are reforming in 2016. Bet on it.
Martin, can you confirm that Matt Sorum and Steven Adler will be the drummers on the tour? I mean, is this...
I haven't seen any press on this because I haven't seen any press on this because I absolutely don't care at all. I did see that point, though. I did see that point that basically that they will both drum their different things. So that's kind of a cool deluxe thing. So, but I don't know. I don't know if Gilby's involved.
Yeah, that's another question. Will Izzy be there?
That's it. Where's Izzy? They've been looking for him for decades.
Yeah.
I know that Izzy didn't want to tour anymore because he just doesn't like touring. So why would he go on this tour unless he needs the money, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, there were a lot of records and a lot of bands. First of all, before Guns, I thought Rat was way better than Guns N' Roses. And after Guns, I thought Love Hate was way better than Guns N' Roses.
Well, there you have it. Tell us your opinion. Will this crash and burn, this reunion? We know it's going to happen. Tell us what you think. Leave a comment. Martin Popoff, thank you very much for being once again on the show. Thanks again to Inspector Giles Lavery, Detective Giles Lavery. And we'll catch you next time on The Metal Voice.